Hey guys, welcome back to Cisco Academy. Today we're going to look at another hard SAT question. So this question says we have been given an equation C equals 5 over 9 times F minus 32. The equation above shows how temperature F measured in degrees Fahrenheit relates to a temperature C measured in degrees Celsius. Based on the equation, which of the following must be true? So we're given three choices and we're supposed to tell which of these choices are correct. So let's go over each of these choices and try to determine if they are true. So beginning with the first statement, it says a temperature increase of 1 degree Fahrenheit is equivalent to a temperature increase of 5 over 9 degrees Celsius. So what we can do is we can plug in two values of we can plug in two values for F and see how the values for C change. If an increase of the values of F by 1 degree leads to a temperature increase of 5 over 9 degrees Celsius, then this equation is true. So let's try F equals, let's use a darker color. So let's try F equals 32 and F equals, let's call this F1, and F2, let's call that 33. So 33 minus 32, that's an increase of 1 degree Fahrenheit. So let's see what values we get for C when we plug in these values. So C1 is going to be 5 over 9 times F. F is 32 minus 32. 32 minus 32 is 0, so we'll get 0 for this equation. And C2 is 5 over 9 times 33 minus 32, which equals 5 over 9 times 1, which is 5 over 9. So is this an increase of 5 over 9? Yes, it is. Because 5 over 9 minus 0 is 5 over 9. So this means that the first statement is correct. Let's go over the second statement. It says a temperature increase of 1 degree Celsius is equivalent to a temperature increase of 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit. So at this time we're doing the things the opposite way. First, we're going to look at we're going to plug in values for C and by 1 degree, two values for C which have a change of 1, and see what the values for F are going to be. So let's try C equals 0 and C equals 1. So let's call that C. Let's call this C3. So C3 is going to be 0, and C4 is going to be 1. And now we're going to plug in these values into the equation and see what we get. So this is going to be 0 equals 5 over 9 times F3 minus 32, which is the same as so this is going to be 0 equals 5 F3, and 32 times 5 is 160. So this minus 160. So this is 160 divided by 5 equals F3, and that is going to be 3, that's 32. 32 equals F3. And let's see what we get for F4. So meaning when C is equals 1. So that is going to be, let's call that, so it's 1 equals 5 over 9 times f4 minus 32. So this is 9 over 5 plus 32 equals f4. And that is, so 9 over 5 is 1.8 plus 32 is 33.8. This is a calculator paper, so we can use our calculator. So this 33.8 is f4. And we can see if the increase is actually 1.8 as the statement is saying. So plugging those back into the original equation, meaning f4 minus f3, f4 minus f3 equals 33.8 minus 32, which is 1.8. And that's for an increase with 1 degree. So meaning the second statement is also correct. And the third statement says a temperature increase of 5 over 9 degrees Fahrenheit is equivalent to a temperature increase of 1 degree Celsius. Well, this statement is contradictory to the first statement, and we know the first statement is true, which means this statement is false. So D is our answer. 1 and 2 are our final choices. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for dropping by.